What have we learned about BHP's likely strategy under the new CEO, Mike Henry?
Morning, Paul. Well, as you say, Mike Henry, new CEO since last month. He's a company veteran, but promoted into that role from a last post kind of overseeing the operations in Australia. He's given us some hints of future strategy, not much detail, but certainly some of the sort of key themes and ideas. And I guess it comes down to two areas. He wants to sort of squeeze the existing asset base and really improve productivity, reap more from that portfolio, and that in fact kind of reflects that long-term picture of declining demand for raw materials in China. On the second front, he does want to add more what he described as future-facing materials, the kinds of commodities that are going to be needed in a world that's rapidly decarbonising. He flagged that BHP will look to add more things like more nickel, more copper, and potentially add the production of potash, a fertiliser.
All right, potash. Well, he is Canadian, I guess. Do we know more, though, David, about how BHP's is going to be impacted by the coronavirus?
We do. I guess at this point, what BHP have said is they're not seeing any real major impacts on either demand, on payments. It seems to be a fairly muted impact for now, but they have raised the alarm on the potential hit both to China's growth and also to world growth. They're certainly saying that if the virus outbreak isn't fully contained this quarter, then they certainly expect to revise down their own expectations, both on global growth and on global commodity demand. They really see it as something that could, if not contained quickly, hit that growth outlook and definitely start to erode demand this year.
Yeah, iron ore is so important to the Aussie miners and Australia more broadly. How central is it to BHP's earnings, and what's the outlook there?
Absolutely. Once again, we've seen, another CEO who's going to be dependent on that profit engine that is iron ore. It accounted for the lion's share, almost half of revenue in the first half earnings. It really is the thing that propels BHP's earnings. Profits from iron ore, of course, prices of that material rocketed last year. Those profits have helped the company to lift its dividend, although important to note, it did suggest that that dividend would have been higher had it not been for the uncertainty around coronavirus. But yes, certainly iron ore continues to be the real key driver for BHP's earnings.